what did stand out to you about that?
I think just us playing off each other, and what I think we've both learned throughout this entire process is that you got to take advantage of the time that you get on the field, because you never know when your number's going to be called, and it's not necessarily going to be like you're out there for 3 or 4 plays at a time, where you can get to a rhythm. You got to be ready to go. If you come in on a third down, I think Montel came in on like a 3rd and 4 and had to make a throw. So it's definitely something that we've worked on, and I think we've gotten better at.
With it, how much confidence does that give, the offense, but also you two, just seeing how it can work and, like it did Saturday?
Yeah, I think it gives us a ton of confidence. Both of us have been working, very well together, I think, throughout these past few weeks. Watching film together, we're always talking to each other on the sideline, and it's been good. And obviously, you want to be clicking on offense on all cylinders, and if we can both get going and do our job the way they want us to do it, then we'll be good to go.
You guys have talked a lot about rhythm in the last couple of weeks, but that usually means going into a game and staying into a game, but you're still coming off, coming on, coming off. How do you manufacture that rhythm when you're still in that kind of trend?
I think, like I said earlier, just taking advantage of the time that you do get on the field, because you gotta make those throws, and then once you do get that first throw in and you complete it, then you kind of get into a rhythm from there, and then you can kind of feel the rhythm of the game a little bit, and it's something that I think that with time has gotten better too. I mean, obviously, my whole life, and I think Montel's whole career as well, he's been used to being on the field every single snap, always being that guy in the huddle. So it's something that you probably have to adjust to as well. But it's been good, and I think we've done a really good job adjusting to it these past few weeks.
Have you figured out kind of how their pattern is? I mean, you mentioned Montel coming in on a 3rd and 4, and the Wyoming game was kind of confusing, at least for us, and like every other play sometimes you guys were subbing in. Is it still kind of, are you kind of knowing when you might be looking over to come out, or is it confusing sometimes when, all of a sudden you see him coming out and you're like, wait, really? Or how's that kind of going?
I have a general idea, and there's certain areas of the field that they want to use Montel, and use his abilities, and obviously a little bit more in certain down and distances where they want a run threat in there, to maybe tighten the box or whatever. It's just something that, like I said, we have to be ready at any time, because, it's really not, there's no rhyme or reason to, when they're going to put me in versus when they're going to put him in. So, it's just kind of, you got to be ready at all times.
With Octavius, have you ever thrown a touchdown pass that wide open and to a receiver that wide open in your time here?
I don't think so. No, he got off the line really, really well, and then I think the corner, if he either pushed him down or he fell down, so one of the two. But, obviously it was a great route, and, that was nice to, get him his first touchdown.
Yeah, just kind of on a more lighthearted note, joking around about his first touchdown, and everybody say you know what to do, and he's kind of running around the back of the end zone. I guess, he's a guy that you're going to probably be throwing a lot of passes to over the next year and a half or so. So how much fun is it to see him kind of have that moment?
It was awesome, yeah. He did kind of look like a deer in the headlights when he got into the end zone. But, that was really cool for him. I think, once he got on the sidelines, it kind of hit him that he actually did score, and he was, probably the happiest I've ever seen him since he's been here. So if we can continue to, build his confidence by doing that, he's had a great week of practice, came out with some jump this week as well. And, I think the more that we can get him the ball and him and CT the ball, they're going to build more confidence.
Do you think it was your guys' best game from a playmaking standpoint, from the wideouts too, maybe?
Yeah, for sure. I think, all the wideouts got some touches in there. Everybody had a few catches. So that's really nice to see. We want to distribute the ball. We want to get the ball to different guys, make it tough on the defense.
What has impressed you most about what Jake has been able to provide this season? And certainly him being healthy, it creates a different a dimension for you guys. What has impressed you about Jake this year?
I think just his his ability to overcome adversity, and something that he went through last year. Obviously had the injury and never kind of really got back to where I think he wanted to be. But obviously he's come out this year, and he's Jake Rowe again, and he's doing everything that we expect him to do. and he's he's a hell of a player. We can put him anywhere on the offense, and he's going to make plays.
What's the difference on this football team in terms of attitude and confidence from October 1st to November 1st?
Well, I think we've won the past few games, and that's helped out with our confidence. But, I think the main focus for us, especially going through the last 2 years, was obviously conference play. And when we lost the game to Wazoo and we lost the game to Virginia, obviously we were disappointed because we didn't feel like we played the way we could have, but we knew everything was still on the table as far as, winning the Mountain West Championship. And, everybody's taken a commitment to getting better every single week. I think we've done that since week one, even though we've maybe haven't shown it in a couple of games. But, we want to be playing our best football these last few weeks and hopefully into a Mountain West Championship. So that's something that we're focusing on, and hopefully we can continue to do.
What is that like? You're halfway through conference play, and you're right where you wanted to be, 4-0, and you got some big games coming up. And I think Tyson or somebody yesterday called it go time. I mean, is it that time where you kind of flip the switch, and these games do become a little more important and a little more critical?
Yeah, I think every conference game is, considered go time. But, especially when you get later into the year, there's these games coming up are really important. And if we want to, get to where we want to be, we got to win these games. So obviously it's, getting down to it, and we need to be playing, like I said, we need to be playing our best football by the end of the year. And, if we continue to work hard and focus on what we need to focus on, I think we'll be doing that.
You would look at Saturday, maybe some might say it would be a prime spot for a letdown game with CSU next week, and they're 1-7, but maybe a little sneaky better than their record shows, and you're at home, you've won 4 in a row. How do you guys, as a veteran, as a leader of this team, keep that from happening?
Yeah, they're definitely better than their record shows. I mean, you see it on film. They got athletes on defense. They play structured. The 3-3-5, 3-3 stack is a difficult defense to run against, and they're going to give you some different looks. So, there's really no letdown, I think, at all. The guys know that we, first and foremost, need to focus on ourselves, and that's something that we've emphasized throughout the week. We need to get better in certain areas, and then, we need to study our game plan hard, study our opponent hard, and come out and play our best game Saturday.
Who do you